Hey guys, Very Swift here. So recently I got a decent time on Secret Basement and I thought I would share some of the things that I learned along the way with you so you can improve your times. Let's get right into it. So the start is not standard, we're going to press left a few times and then drift twice to the right to get our first nitro. Then we're approaching on the left. You can see the rhythm. I'll play some sounds in post. And you want to do landing drifts there in order to get lots of nitro. Then on here you want to start drifting early into the corner. And you want to adjust that drift so that you don't crash into anything. Then this section you want to drift as early as possible to keep it nice and tight, just like that. And you don't want to go a full 180 degrees on that drift. You just want to go enough so that you're facing towards the next corner. Here's another landing drift to get a nitro for this next section. Start drifting before the corner. Go up to the entrance to the vent and then adjust again. So even though that's a 90-degree turn, I'm drifting deep into the far away section of the turn so that I can get ready for the next section. Okay, this is all the same as the first lap. And again, close to the left and then drifting into the center. It's important to go into the center so that you can go the shortest distance as possible. And I also found that it helped you retain as much speed as you can. For this section, you can see that I'm off a little bit, but I just need to keep my eyes on the right wall. And I missed that timing as well, but you just need to keep your eyes on the right wall so that you can adjust. And you don't want to be getting nervous and fidgeting with the left and right buttons. You just want to be seeing if you need to drift more or if you need to cut your drift and then steer into it. Okay, this is also the same. You can see I'm trying to get up close to the right side of the wall so I can steer. And then here I'm close to the right side again because it's another 90-degree turn. Well, I messed up that last bit by not having a nitro. Okay, now I'm going to go into a couple of the sections in depth. First up, we have the stairs. What makes this so challenging is that for about half the time, you're not going to be in control of your car due to being airborne. I approach this on the left side, and then right at the edge of the stairs, I drift into the center. I do a landing drift to get another nitro and also to keep very close to the inside there. And even though the shape of the drift changes a little bit as I keep going, the goal is still the same, to stick close to the center without bumping it, and also to get the angle for the next section correct. You want to at least get the first landing drift and the last landing drift, and you want to make sure you leave at the correct angle so that you're nice and straight to head into the next straight section. The next challenging part for me is the barrel section, and all I can say is that you need to be confident in your adjustments. So instead of tapping left and right rapidly, you've got to just hold the drift and then tighten the drift, or let the drift widen by itself, or tap to keep it at the same radius. But on the left side of the wall, there's a couple of barrels that jut out and they can stop you completely. So it's way easier to recover from a crash into the right side of the wall. As you leave the barrel section, you want to push the limits to leave that turn as early as possible and make that drift as tight as possible. And that will set you up to quickly go through the next section. And you do that by steering to the left a little bit and then drifting early before the end of the corner. You can tell where the corner's gonna start basically by seeing the edge between the two walls. And after that, you want to drift around 135 degrees. Then you have to make the entrance into the vents. You need to be getting yourself ready for this at the bottom of the brown ramp. You want to be on the right side of the track on the brown ramp. Then you want to use your nitro and drift close to the banister. And then once you're a certain amount, which you'll need to get a feel for, then you want to drift again. So tighten up the drift, and that will enable you to go into the pipe. It's really okay for you to hit the inside right wall of the vent. You can see in this run that's still my high score. I hit the vent both times, but as long as you can make that recovery really easy, it's fine. Crashing into the banister and also the sticky outy bit at the back of the vent will ruin your run completely. So those are the bits that you especially want to watch out for. The last tough section is the entrance to the rooftop area. If you want to go through there efficiently, it's a really tight window of opportunity for you to just steer into there. And you can set up for that section really early in the drifts leading up to it. So what you want to do is when you fall off the table after exiting the vent, you have a 90-degree drift and you want to take that all the way to the outside of it. And then you want to take the next 90-degree drift into the inside, and you want to stick to the right wall. Once you find the gap is starting to open up, then you can tap your steering really quickly, but I just hold it down because I'm lazy. So you can tap it really quickly and then you'll fit through. Alright, that's everything I learned while I was grinding my secret basement time. Leave a like if these tips helped you out, and subscribe if you want to see me make whatever I want to make. This has been very Swift.